You good? You need me to do that?
Coming up from below the table once again.
Oh, I actually clicked the wrong tournament. The wrong one. Here we go. Tyler.loong, what is happening?
Calm down.
What is going on? Are you aging
Wait.
yourself?
It's the song is still rolling.
Oh, we need to I can't wait for the song to end. We need to discuss this.
All right, manually stopped.
We had Slim Shady.
Okay.
Now we have. Well, your dad actually has a very full head of dark hair.
Okay.
You went silver.
Silver.
Is that in? Is silver the new thing?
I don't really know what's in.
You feel like you aged yourself, or do you think it's
Do I
kind
look
of like
older?
a cool silver?
Do I look older?
No, honestly, you don't. But like
Last time I did it, it was a bit too yellow, and I wanted to be a little bit more.
like it's not like a gray. It's like it has a little silver to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Do you love it?
I think so. I think I like it. I had to break out all the stops for this upcoming week. I had to break my hand. I had to change up my hair.
Are you in for this week? Are you playing?
I'm planning on it.
What would stop you?
If this happened to my left hand,
But it didn't. So
it didn't. Yeah.
you will play in a cast.
Planning on it, yeah.
Is there a rule that you? So in other sports, there's a rule you have to have a soft cast, not a hard cast.
Interesting. Are those all contact sports?
Even like basketball, which I guess would be considered contact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pickleball probably doesn't
If
matter.
I get in a fight with somebody, just going, poof.
like you would swing that club.
Yeah. Elise calls me the claw.
The claw.
The claw.
But it's not like your hand. Like Elise needs to come up with a better. It's more like a club.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it would hurt someone if you hit him with that?
For sure, yeah.
Would it hurt you?
Yeah. No, I'm fine.
When are you out of that?
That is a great question. I'm hoping soon. I cannot stand this. I hate this.
Does it itch?
Yeah, I get this freaking like pencil, and just
Okay.
move it around down there.
Let me ask you a question. Are you wrapping it like with the bag in the shower?
No, this is waterproof. They have waterproof casts now.
That's waterproof, really?
It is, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet it smells though.
I mean, you can wash it. Well, take a shower with it, and then the
Really?
soap that you use, assuming you use soap, would clean it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I broke my hand once.
Uh-huh.
Right. It was called a boxer's fracture.
Okay.
And I had I told you this, I had these pins in it. But when I was there to get the cast off, a little kid was getting his cast off. Mm-hmm. It was his leg. And they were cutting it. You know, they pull out the little saw that like it can't cut your skin, but it cuts the cast. They're cutting it. When they opened it, there were Legos. There was a fork.
No way.
Yes.
There was not a fork in his
Yes, there was like a
cast.
fork.
Stop.
Yeah. He was like itching and dropped it. I promise. Legos, a fork, and then like the most disgusting, like just dirt. It was disgusting.
Huh. So two things. Number one, do you know what? Well, first of all, do you know what placebo is?
Yeah, I do now. I knew it.
Okay.
I knew what it was. I couldn't think of it.
Okay, I'm going to butcher this. Atrophy.
Yeah, that's like where your muscles like basically deteriorate and go away.
Yeah, so when they took off my previous cast,
Yeah.
I was shocked at how small my wrists were compared to
quick?
this. Yeah,
Really?
that quick.
So you're gonna literally have to like do those curls.
Well, the thing is, I have been working out with it. It's just very, very light weights.
My forearms are
I'm still working out, but it's still small.
Yeah, it's gonna come off. It's gonna be small. Like you're gonna have to do probably physical therapy, I assume.
I'll do my own.
They're gonna
physical
give you like the
therapy.
stress balls.
I've been doing that.
Really?
Yeah, and it was still small.
That's crazy. So when that comes off,
Yeah.
you know what else you're gonna have?
What?
A nasty tan line.
Most of the time, I've been playing indoors.
Oh, because you hate the outdoors.
Yes. And then the other thing that is kind of disgusting, kind of crazy, but I don't sweat much. I really don't during pickleball, everything like that. However, it like funnels all the sweat from my arm like through this little valley right here. And so anytime I move my arm up and down like this when I'm playing pickleball, you'll see a stream of water.
You were Anderson Scarpa.
Not even that bad though.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I don't sweat much, but with this, it's just a stream of water.
It's probably hot.
Yeah.
That's wild. Do you need help?
Yeah, it doesn't really go in.
It doesn't go in, or you only have one hand?
No, it doesn't go in.
Shout out Gloria.
There we go. Okay, anyways, back to the show. thanks everyone for tuning in. That was a little bit tangent.
That was interesting to me.
Yeah. So
I mean, people want to know what's going on with your life.
I'm excited.
You know what else that shows? You really do have like long freaking fingers.
Yeah.
You have big hands for a little guy.
I do. Yep.
For a 5'9" guy, you have big hands.
Yep.
Interesting. All right, moving on.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the doctor. They claim it's going normal recovery is quite a while. I don't even want to get into the amount of time that they said, but I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic that it will be able to come off. At least the cast come off in the next few weeks.
Who do you play Bristol with?
Connor Garnett and then Lane Sleeth. I was going to do singles, but I pulled out of singles for that one.
Probably makes sense.
Well, I was doing well in the Dream Breaker single, so
That's true, but 4 points is different than.
it is.
But it is one. I mean, like you.
There's a lot of players that run around their backhand. Jack Sock does it all the time. Tyson McGuffin, they do it all the time.
Yeah, we're gonna get into Catherine Parenteau running around her backhand for an entire match.
Okay.
After she missed 4 dinks in a row.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to our title sponsor, the PICKLR. We are here at the PICKLR in Lehi, Utah, one of the best
Lehigh,
facilities.
allegedly the only city that I like.
Yeah, we got to do a little activity where we just name off cities and see if they meet your standards. Because you apparently have a very high standard of what
it's
living
not a
should be.
high standard.
I've seen your car. I've seen your house. Come on now.
It's not that nice, first of all, number one. Number two, it's not a high standard. It's just that, like, I don't want to step on needles when I try to cross the street. I don't think that people should be missing teeth.
You're creating a lot of haters.
No,
a lot of people did not like your opening remarks about St. Louis.
St. Louis is fine. Like, I didn't hate St. Louis. It's fine. But there's nothing that's like redeeming. There's no redeeming.
Do you have
There's no redeeming qualities about St. Louis.
Do you have no care, no love for Hurricane Katrina? That's where it hit.
I thought Katrina hit New Orleans.
Well, that's what people were saying in the comments.
Hurricane Katrina hit St. Louis?
I don't know. It was a hurricane.
What hurricane?
I don't know. They said a hurricane hit there.
Honestly, it would probably do it some good.
So I'm taking their word for it.
It would be better, honestly. Rebuild.
They said they had to
help you.
They rebuilt.
Yeah, they should rebuild.
All right, maybe we'll have to cut this part out. Maybe that.
No, but listen, there was a hurricane that hit Missouri.
Okay.
Oh, I'm asking.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with the South, the East. I'm familiar with the West Coast.
That's the Midwest. Is Missouri South or Midwest?
I think Missouri's South.
I think it's the Midwest. Look, it's a blue-collar town. There's
We're
good
really
folks.
We're showing our IQ
good
here.
hard workers. You know, I don't know if I said this on the pod, but AJ Kohler told me that attendance was low because people there actually work on like Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
So let me give you 2 things, okay? The arch wasn't bad. I didn't know it was built in the 60s, though, so it's not really that cool. It's not old.
It's like 50, 60 years. Come on.
Busch Stadium's decent. Kind of cool. Cool little stadium. $50 to park for the Bananas is wild. And then that was it.
Do you know how much the Savannah Banana players make?
I don't, but I know that ticket sales are very inexpensive, $30. They don't allow you to resell. Mm-hmm. They try to stop all resell. But I bet they do okay.
Somebody, once again, I don't know if this is accurate or not.
Christy Getchevo's on the flight with him.
I got to stop taking people's words for things, but somebody told me that they make
you keep talking.
$50,000.
No way. A game? Or
salary?
A season? No way.
Season.
Has to be more than that. Don't you think? Oh, my gosh.
That's what somebody told me once again.
They employ a profit-sharing margin, and they make between $1,000 to $3,000 per month during the season.
But there's got to be other incentives or promotions or sponsorships that
it says the salaries are considered competitive within the context of collegiate summer leagues, which is true. Like I've had friends that went and played like summer league baseball after like in college.
Yeah.
But that is wild. The average employee in the organization makes $84,000. Wow.
Pickleball players.
Well, guess what? They're former minor leaguers, and now they have a union thanks to Harry Marino. And we're going to talk about Harry today.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about how he looks like Harry Marino. If you were to build a human and you would name them Harry Marino, that's what that dude looks like.
Okay.
Anyways.
Thank you to our title sponsor. We are here in Lehi, Utah. Beautiful PICKLR location.
Bro, we're 10 minutes in and we haven't even got through this.
I know. It's because you keep interrupting me.
Okay.
Just kidding. Interrupt all you want. People love these
PICKLR.
tangents. PICKLR, we
it.
love you. They are the title sponsor. If you're interested in opening up your own franchise business, reach out to them. They have the best indoor pickleball courts around the entire world. They have over, how many open locations do they have?
I think they have 47, and they are expecting 65 by the end of the year.
By the end of this year, they'll have 65 open locations, which is incredible.
Yes. Also, the host of this week, we can say this week now, MLP Salt Lake.
Though it's not in Salt Lake.
It is not in Salt Lake. It is in Kaysville, Utah. Kaysville?
Yes, which is about 20 minutes north of Salt Lake.
Yes, but it is at the headquarters of the PICKLR, the home of the PICKLR. You know what else they have there?
They have a
delicious
boba, orange peel. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, smoothie place.
Yes. Well, if you're there, go get orange peel.
Tell them it's
really
on
good.
Jimmy.
Tell them that it's on Stephen Russell. Say Stephen Russell sent me, and you'll get the best pricing. Use code KOTC at checkout. Anyways, PICKLR MLP Salt Lake. It's going to be incredible. Get your tickets. Use code KOTC on PICKLR. Should we do a giveaway?
Let's do one.
All right. So I haven't reached out to anybody about this yet, but I think she'll take care of us.
Okay.
So giveaway for MLP Salt Lake. Stay tuned for those details. Tickets.
All right. We love it. Also, me and Jimmy, if you're interested in hearing more from us, which some do, some don't, we have a Cameo.
We do.
There's a lot of players that are starting to do cameos, and we also have one. So if you would like
AL's doing a Cameo now.
How much does she charge?
$299, I think.
Oh, I thought it'd be more, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Ben charges $500.
Yeah, I thought it'd be more close.
Zane actually pays you.
Interesting.
Yeah, because nobody wants to see his face.
Yeah.
Not even the fives. Hey. All right, keep going.
So we have a Cameo if you're interested in us giving you a birthday shout out, a roast of your best friend, or anything like that.
I want to do a roast.
Coldplay camera, kiss cam.
Yeah.
Something like
We
that.
should, if somebody paid us, well, how much is our Cameo?
I think it's $100.
Someone paid us $100. I will reenact Coldplay with Tyler.
It'll have to be more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. We'll do it. We'll go to the Salt Lake Bees. That's the minor league team here, and we'll try and get on the jumbotron doing that.
Okay. All right,
With
Jimmy.
your silver hair, it's guaranteed.
Do I look older or younger?
You look the same. Honestly, it didn't age you at all. It's weird. I thought it was going to age you. No, if you're like you got a little 5 o'clock shadow going.
Yeah.
More like a 115 shadow. If that was silver, then yeah.
It looks kind of natural, though, no?
No, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look natural. Stop.
This is what it'll be like in 10 years when I'm gray.
I saw your dad. Your dad has wonderful hair, and it's black.
Wow.
Does your mom have gray hair?
Yeah, they're getting up there.
But like your dad, the Asian genes are good for hair.
They are, but if you get any gray hair, it shows really starkly
That's true.
against
You know,
that
I have a
black hair.
friend. He might listen to the podcast, so I'll be careful. His name's Josh. His birthday was last week. Happy birthday, Josh Enoch. But he had gray hair when we were like 12, 13.
Would you rather have gray hair or bald?
Well, I didn't have a choice, but man, gray hair, it depends on what age.
Man, we are really just shooting the...
No, it depends on what age because, dude, 13, gray hair, that was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, when we graduated high school, he was salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's like, excuse me, sir, can you show me where?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm a graduate.
Okay, so real quick, Jimmy, give us a background. So I'm having a little bit of flashback to Tour Wars.
Yeah, so we got some little updates, a little drama going on. I think we need to talk about it. So during Tour Wars, Tyler, Jilly B, your favorite person, Zane Navertil. I don't know if Coop was involved or not. I don't want to step on that. I can't remember, but there were several players involved. They started a players' council coalition, so to speak.
Wasn't it called the Collective?
It was called the Collective. They had an attorney, and basically what they did was they were trying to argue. So for me, it felt like they were trying to avoid pay cuts, but they were also asking for specific things from the league. Mm-hmm. So it didn't really gain a ton of traction because a lot of these players were fighting these cuts, and then all of a sudden the key figureheads started taking cuts. And then Jilly B, I believe, took a buyout of all things. She actually got paid. And so then the collective died. Because the reality is most of these things, when they happen, are very self-serving.
Yep.
Right? And honestly, UPA's player council in the past, I mean, Matt Wright's on it, Lucy Kovalova, Ben Johns, Colin Johns, we're all on it. I think Brooke Buckner was on it. I'm not going to name names, but I'll just say that the first 5 are all very self-serving people. And I don't think they really give a shit about the rest of the players. No, I mean, I don't think that they lobbied to be on it. I think that they were assigned it because they are OGs and they have respect of the players, so to speak, but they're also, I'm sorry, but Matt Wright is not going to bat for the 125th ranked player in the world when he's making $650,000. It's not a knock on Matt Wright. It's just he doesn't have time for that. So fast forward, and there's been some things that have happened. So like San Clemente, some players were ticketed for parking in San Clemente. The buses were late. Players aren't loving the court spacing.
Conditions aren't as pristine as, let's say, the U.S. Open for tennis or Wimbledon for tennis.
Yes. There's no video replay. Line calls are bad. The freaking rollout courts. So all of these things. And so Tina Pisnik, Deckel Bar, Colin Johns, I believe Augie Guh, Jesse Irvin, Gabe Tardio, and Jay DeVilliers are on. So I believe it was started by Tina and publicly. Deckel. They're on the actual board of this Players Council. And what they did was they went out and there's a guy named Harry Marino. So Harry Marino was a minor league baseball player.
He's exactly what you think he would look like.
100%. Everything fits every single stereotype you can imagine. So Harry Marino was a minor league baseball player. Minor leaguers were traveling by bus. They weren't even getting meal stipends. They were having a rough go of it, right? They weren't making a lot of money. So Harry was a minor leaguer himself. So he went out and he fought for a players association, a union for the minor leagues. And what he wanted was he wanted minimum standards. He wanted them to at least have minimum standards. So he fought the good fight. The MLB Players Association came in. They actually, you can look this up if you look it up. Tony Clark, who played for the Detroit Tigers, they call him Tony the Tiger. He is the president of the MLB Players Association. He said, "Hey, Harry, we appreciate your effort, but we'll take it from here. We don't we don't recognize outside counsel. We don't negotiate with lawyers. We appreciate it, but we'll take it from here." And then they did get, some improvements to the minor leaguers. But Harry wasn't really involved in taking it across the finish line. So now they go out and they hire Harry. I don't know how they got him. I don't know what he's doing. I assume
pro bono, I'm sure.
Yeah, no doubt that that's not true. I'm sure that Harry makes some percentage of dues or whatever it is. And so now they're trying to start their own council. And it sounds like some of the issues are like the ones we mentioned before. So an ESPN article dropped 2 days ago. And it actually is Colin Johns, who they're quoting. Now, this is where I have an issue because I think Tina has respect of the players. I think Tina's great. Tina was up, 20 on the WTA tour. She was a very high-ranking tennis player. I think you could argue, other than maybe Jeannie Bouchard, she's probably the highest-ranking female.
She was doubles, though, or was that singles?
She's singles.
Oh, that was singles?
Yeah, she was singles.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I think she was the highest-ranking. And so I think she has the respect of the players. She understands what like a tennis tour looks like. They actually have the backing of the Tennis Players Association. And so, but Colin, for whatever reason, all the quotes in this ESPN article from Colin. And one of the quotes I want to discuss real quick is Colin said, "We want the number 1 player in the world to be treated the same as the number 100 player in the world."
Yeah.
Okay. So Colin made that was a quote from Colin. But Colin is also, there's other quotes from Colin. There's the infamous quarterfinal jackasses. There's the, "You're going to lose in the first round for eternity" to Ava Ignatowicz. There's the, "I'm playing a bunch of 4-5s using rocket paddles." There's the time he went to Connor Pardo and requested to play a specific player.
Who was that?
I don't want to say, but just because.
A while ago?
It was a while ago, yeah.
Do I know about this?
It was a player that he lost to, and he requested to play them again.
Gotcha.
There's all of these things with Colin. And it's just like this dude, and all this dude does is whine, right? He quit on his team in the middle of a tournament. I mean, you know, we all know, we've been through it. Everyone might think I just have an axe to grind, but I'm being serious about this. He is not the guy that you can put out there as the face of your WPPA, World Pickleball Players Association. He's not that guy. He doesn't have respect from the players.
Who is that guy? Jay?
Well,
Jay's on the board.
I know. I mean, look, here's the reality of it. Deckel's making high six figures, right? Jay is making mid to high six figures. Jesse is making a very handsome amount of money. The question is, are these players, if it's not a money grab, which I don't think it is, I think they're being very serious about this, right? Are they going to slide into contract negotiations after this? Or I guess I don't know what the end game is. And I would love, like, if Tina wants to come on, I'd love to have Tina come on. So like I said, I love and respect Tina. But this is where it gets interesting to me, Tyler, just as like a fan, okay? You want more court spacing.
Yes.
Right? You do not want to play on these rollout courts anymore. Okay? You want, I don't even know, whatever, full meals in the players' lounge, whatever it is. You want more parking. What this does, and I don't think that these are unreasonable requests. Let me be very, very clear about this. But what all of those requests require is money. And
money.
Number one cost that the UPA has? Players. So who is going to
Not me. We just discussed this.
Yes.
Not me.
So who is going to give up? I mean, the UPA lost $40 million last year. So who is going to give up the GOAT so that they can have these things? Because here's what's happening. You don't want to play it. You don't want rollout courts. Fine. That eliminates specific venues. You want specific amount of court spacing. And I'm not saying, like I said, it's okay to have minimum standards and it's okay to make these requests. I don't think they're unreasonable. I'm just saying that where does it come from? If you want specific court spacing, that's going to eliminate certain venues, right?
Yep.
If you want, better lighting, so you don't want to play indoors at certain spots, now you're eliminating certain venues. So what does that do? That means that you only can play at 4 or 5, 6 venues. That's going to eliminate local sponsorships, which is going to lose the money. And if you have to repaint and paint court surfaces at every single venue you go to, that also is money.
Yep.
So where is that money going to come from? That's what I'm being honest about this. And that's, maybe the players don't feel like that's their job to figure out. And I'm not saying it is. I'm just stating that if those are the requests, right? Which, again, it's not a crazy request in terms of like a minimum standard. It has to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
And you can't make $700,000 a year and then make that kind of request.
Yeah.
Or at least expect that. Now, on the flip side, let's flip it around a little bit, Tyler.
Okay. Flip it around, baby.
Okay. I mean, there are sometimes somewhat, dangerous conditions, right? I don't know if I think the Tyra thing was very overblown. She stepped on the freaking video board, right? But also, you can't remove the video boards because that's how you get paid.
Well, you can move them back.
But this is a business.
Yeah.
This is a business. And I agree that there could be certain things done, but it's also a business. And they have to run it like a business. And that's where it becomes a gray area. And hopefully they do take input from some of the players and they can figure out, cooler heads can prevail. Now, one thing that Colin said, or at least that I've heard, that they don't like the seatings. That's something that doesn't cost any money. That's something that I think they should,
The seedings for the tournaments.
Yep. And they don't
rankings.
They don't
too.
like the points,
Yeah.
the rankings.
Point system, yeah.
Which is a little wild because Colin's still top 5, even though hasn't won in basically since Ben left him in January.
Okay.
But again, maybe that's Colin being a team player. I don't know. So that's some of the complaints. So yeah, hopefully they can figure this all out. Now, PPA comes out. And PPA basically,
we'll match
in their words, we will not negotiate with terrorists.
Literally exact words.
And no, that's not. But they come out with their own players' council. So they come out, and it is Zane Navratil. It is Matt Wright. It is
Roscoe Bellamy, Elise Jones,
Georgia Johnson, Annalie Waters, Federico Stacksrud, Eric Onsens. Maybe we're missing one. Brooke
And then,
Buckner.
all the players were able to vote on who they wanted to see as their representative. Yeah.
And it was Zane Navratil.
I voted Sam Flaxman.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I
actually voted Elise.
Zane, he was leading the charge of the previous collective.
PPA's got him in their pocket.
Yeah. So Zane went from leading the collective to now the president of the PPA. And then the PPA said, we're only recognizing one.
Yeah.
This is the Players Council. This is who we recognize. This, if you have an issue, this is who you need to go to. So they kind of answer back. So look, it's drama. It's a lot's going on with it. I think, like I said, I would love to have Tina come on and talk about it. I would love to have Harry Marino. Harry, you want to come on? Harry could talk about it. I would love to have Connor Pardo come on and answer.
I think we can get him on. He's here in Utah this week.
I actually would love to have both together.
That'd be fun.
I don't think they've talked. I don't know if they have or not.
Which ones?
Harry and Connor.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, what I'm saying is I would love to hear both sides of it. I get a sneaky feeling that they're both fighting for the same things, right? But
yeah.
I don't think that UPA loves the way that they went about doing it. I mean, you guys got an email sent out to you. Let's just be real about this. You got an email sent out to you, and it basically said, sign your player card here.
From the WPPA.
WPPA. And it was almost like the wording of it, just to me, this is my own personal opinion, the wording of it felt off a little bit, like there's not a lot of information, but click this button and sign it. And then it was almost like they could include you. Now, they did say they have a few dozen players, which, we all exaggerate, right? I'm exaggerating my whole life. And so I would say that the numbers probably aren't great right now. I also don't know who the numbers are for the PPA council, because I think everybody is just automatically included. So I don't know, but I feel like hopefully like Zane and Tina can just call each other and they can get on the same page, and we can realize they're all fighting for the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, of course you want more court spacing, right?
Yeah.
Of course you want more transparent seatings. But again, that has to come from somewhere.
Agreed.
Right? I mean, some of the best venues that you guys play at have crappy courts.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Vegas was spectacular. Courts were horrible.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't go back to the Fontainebleau if it was permanent courts?
Exactly, yeah.
Right? But how do you do that? Like, you can't. So I don't know. Anyways, it's back to that. I don't think that, I don't know what the end game is, right? Like, I don't know what Deckel and Tina and them are willing to do. Are they willing to sit out? Does that affect PPA if they decide to sit out?
Yeah.
What's Zane going to be like? I can't imagine Zane would take the role. Like, I feel like I know Zane would take the role as president if he didn't feel like he had some sort of legitimate power. And he wasn't just there as like a figurehead.
The thing that I'll say, I mean, I've been playing pickleball tournaments for a very long time, over 10 years, 11 years now. But what I'll say is these changes, they're not fast. They take a lot of time, and as you said, I mean, as a business, you got to be profitable. You got to make money to do these changes, and I'll say there's a lot of things that have changed little by little over the years. When we first started, they were painting the courts. They were doing temporary lines. They were doing temp nets, and now we have a lot more sturdy nets. We have painted courts. And so these small things, they take time. It's not going to come by one tournament.
Do you think there should be minimum standards?
I think to some degree, for sure.
Now, I thought that USAP has minimum standards for what's considered a tournament.
They do, but I mean, when you're playing at the pro level, everything is amplified by
I agree,
times
but
two.
I believe PPA meets those standards.
Oh, I'm sure they do, and I'm sure they go past that too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. But with that being said, yes, the pro level, I mean, we talk about this. Like, you literally could put one court on a full tennis court, and you will use that entire thing.
Yep.
And that's what
but the
makes it
economics
tough.
behind it. I've ran my own tournaments, and so a lot of people don't realize the amount of work that goes into these tournaments with production, with staff, with employees.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say all you want about PPA being a money grab or whatever, but they employ 150 employees.
So that's the next question, right? So PPA, where does the money come from? Does it come from player salaries?
It comes from everything.
But if they go and cut So what if PPA is like, okay, great. We need $250,000 more to make sure that we can paint all these courts and do all these things, right? So they cut employees, for example.
Yep.
Then do we get complaints being like, hey,
Exactly.
Jane, I'm not getting highlighted on social media anymore. And they're like, well, we had to fire Jane.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like the money has to come from somewhere.
Yep.
And so that's what makes it tough. Like, because again, UPA is operating at a loss.
And I'm just grinding this axe right now, but there were a lot of players that took pay cuts to support that role. But then turns out that there were other players who did not take pay cuts.
Exactly.
And so it's like, I took a pay cut. I took a decent pay cut. And it's like, okay, I heard about this player not taking pay cut. And so it's like, if I need to take another pay cut, I'm not going to do that.
No, well, that's the thing. And like I'll be very honest with you. I think that like, let's put some transparency out there. Who did and didn't.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that if you did not take a pay cut and you are arguing for these things, right? It sounds like you got 40% extra that you could help.
Yeah.
Chip in.
Yeah.
Right?
So we'll see. It's an ongoing situation. I would imagine this would get resolved in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Technically, the first deadline for these contracts is August 15th. And so that's coming up pretty soon. Yeah.
And look, I've heard from multiple, I just want to be very fair about this. I've heard from multiple players that like the WPPA, it's not about the money and it's not about the contracts. But they feel like if we are playing for money, then we've got to have these minimum standards if we're playing for prize money. And I don't disagree with that. Like I have told Connor Pardo straight to his face, like straight up, like, dude, you have to have replay on every single court. It's not fair that Ben Johns and Annalie Waters are playing for the same amount of prize money as DJ Young, right? And DJ's on court 32 with one referee and 0 cameras. And Ben gets freaking challenges and 2 refs and more court spacing.
I agree with that, but to act like that does not happen in other sports is totally ignorant. I mean, there was an article, I think Andy Roddick was saying this about Roger Federer. He said he got favored. He always got to play in center. He got to play at nighttime. The nighttime matches where it was cooler. The winds weren't strong. It was not as hot on the court, and there was more fans in the crowd. And so you can look at it 2 ways. He earned that right to do that.
Sure.
And so,
and I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that like like if I'm playing for, money, like, look, I mean, MLP. Dallas, we're going to talk about it in a second. It got intense. And we saw a lot of hooks today. We saw a lot of every close call was called out today. And you're going to see that times 10 if players are playing for prize money.
Yeah, especially if they're on the backcourt.
If you're on a backcourt and you're playing and you win that and you're going to the quarters, right? And the difference between the round of 16 and the quarters is $2,500 or whatever it is.
A lot more than that,
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah. All right, enough of that. So, we'll keep you guys updated with that with more information we get. It's ongoing. First, we got to give a big shout out to our next sponsor, which we do not have an item from them yet, but it is C&D Pickleball Nets. We love them. We need a miniature net right here. How fun would that be? Do a little dinking.
Yeah.
How epic would that be?
So, C&D, I got an email. So, I've been doing some stuff for Vulcan. Talked to a guy. He sent me an email, and he said, by the way, just want you to know that C&D nets are goated. He's like, best nets ever.
Didn't he also say to stop the Ava slander?
He did, and I didn't know what he's talking about. I've never said anything negative about Ava.
Anyways,
I love Ava.
C&D, they are the best pickleball nets out there. They've been with us from the very beginning of King of the Court podcast. We love them. Highest premium quality out there.
Yeah.
I've had my own net from them for, a year and a half, 2 years almost. Hasn't even moved at all. Hasn't rusted. It literally is stayed.
Looks brand new. Color too, right?
Yes, it's great.
Color looks brand new.
Brand new.
Yeah. I saw like they can do like this sick pink color. Like imagine.
Yeah, imagine that.
By the way, bad pickleball.
Nice.
Johnny, you know Johnny?
Yes.
I met him.
Yeah. He gave me a hat. It was a sweet hat. Yeah, it was a dad hat.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him in
San Clemente.
Yep. Super cool guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, shout out. Figured I gotta support on the pod today.
Anyways, so many of these facilities are being built.
You saw over the weekend what they had at PICKLR Universe.
Yes, C&D.
C&D, yeah.
So all these facilities, if they want to be great, if you want people talking about it, if you want to have a good experience playing there, use C&D Pickleball Nets.
I actually saw a Facebook post the other day. A dude was like, he was in Idaho or something, and he was talking about his net or his court. And he's like, you know, I built my own court, blah, blah, blah. If you have questions. And then like 10 people were like, dude, that's a sick court, but what freaking net do you have?
Yeah.
And it was like, that's it. The only thing missing was the C&D.
Yep. So go check them out if you're building a court or need nets for anything. They're incredible to work with. C&D, actually the website is bestpickleballnets.com. Use code KOTC.
Yes. All
Okay,
right.
Jimmy. All right, let's get into MLP Dallas.
So neither of our teams, the Bears did not play, Utah did not play. I actually was like happy to have like a little break for our team. I think they were gassed. But after watching it,
Made you miss it.
I definitely had FOMO.
Yeah.
Because that layout, the setup.
So if you did not see, it was indoors.
Yes.
Beautiful setup. I've been talking for so long about how things need to be moved indoors, and this made my point valid.
Tyler, they knocked it out of the park.
They did great.
Like, I don't know what else to say other than they absolutely.
The lighting was good. The court surface was great.
Lighting was good. Court surface permanent. Nets were obviously great nets.
Yep.
The bleachers. So the bleachers, you could.
They were positioned a little
They had
bit
to finagle
interesting.
it. There was like a wall.
Yeah.
But it was good enough.
Yep.
They had like what's the word, like a walkway around the top, like you could catwalk.
Yep.
I mean, the whole thing was top notch. Someone sent me a picture of the bathrooms. Actually, even the bathrooms, like the players had.
Did they have gold flash logos? Please tell me no.
No, but even their like everything was just top notch. Like those guys, PICKLR. It looked incredible, and to host an MLP there was awesome. The fans, by the way, Dallas fans.
Yeah.
They showed out.
Yes. Yep.
They were loud. It was loud on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And so we had some big matchups too. There was still playoff implications. St. Louis was there, who's number one.
So a lot of the top teams were there.
Yeah. So the top, I would say, arguably, I think most people are going to say St. Louis, Dallas. A lot of people slid LA into their top four and the fives.
Yep.
So I think you could argue the top four teams were there.
All right. So what are the headlines from this event?
Yeah. So the biggest headline was Ben's debut.
Okay.
So Ben Johns, his debut for LA. So, I mean, obviously they're going to be, you know, SoCal was there, New York was there. They're going to win those games. But they ended up playing New Jersey. Okay.
The fives.
They play the fives. And so I just want to talk about this for a second. Ben is playing with Hunter. Okay. And I think Hunter looks completely lost on the right.
Okay.
In men's. I don't think he knows what to do. He's playing like Jesse Irvin, where he's 4 feet off the line and just giving Ben the entire court. But then when the ball comes to him, he doesn't really know what to do.
Yeah.
So they did have an insane match.
Though this was their first event, so
it was.
Takes time. Hey, I also have played with Ben.
No, that's why this is a great, you know, you're a great resource for this. Because Hunter looks lost. But you were also playing on the side you're used to playing on.
Yeah.
And the thing with Hunter is...
Was it Hunter or Yates? They could have switched him out.
They could have. Yeah. I mean, with the way he played, it could have been Yates. So the thing is that he just looked lost. He didn't look comfortable.
Okay.
And then you'd put him in mixed, and he looks a lot better because he's on the left. He feels more comfortable. But here's the thing with Hunter is he will drive the hell out of the ball. He'll drive his third, his fifth, his seventh, his ninth, his 11th.
He is the number one player in singles right now.
He is.
He is.
But if you slow Hunter down, he gets lost at the kitchen line.
Okay.
And he doesn't have a lot of weapons. And so, you know, they played New Jersey. It just felt like Ben just took over. So it was they were down 6-2 to New Jersey. And Ben just took over, and he beats Will Howes and Noe Cliff 11-6. And it was all Ben. Like, Hunter did have a couple moments.
Would Zane have lost that?
So I think we do need to talk about that a little bit because New Jersey ends up beating LA in a dream breaker, which was pretty big. I actually think Noe went 4-0 on Ben to start. But he did end up beating him in a dream breaker. Hunter went 9-3, I believe.
Yeah, 9-3 or even maybe 11-1.
No, I think it was 9-3 against Will.
Yeah.
But the biggest difference, and then Jade did what Jade does, right? She plays tough in that 4 spot. But the biggest difference was Annalie went 9-1 against Catherine.
Annalie's tough.
Catherine kept looking at the bench. It actually, like, rest in peace, Kwong.
Yeah.
But it was very much Catherine looking at Athena like Kwong looking at Duke. Literally every point, she's looking over at her bench with her hands in the air like, what do I do? I mean,
Hey, I played Annalie once in a Dream Breaker.
That's right. You split, didn't you?
Well, it was funny because the first time I think I won either 3-1 or 4-0.
Yeah.
And then she smashed me, did like the exact opposite.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think I won the next 1 or 2
I think
points.
you won game. You actually, that was when she,
I can't remember.
that was when she, in the handshake line.
No, this was, that was the second time. So I played her 2 times in a Dream Breaker.
Because the second time in the handshake line, she
loves
said, congrats on getting a point off of me or something.
Yeah, something to that effect.
After she lost.
Yeah, congrats. Yeah.
Yeah, wild. Anyways, I mean, she was insane. She went 9-1 on Catherine, who arguably is a top 5 singles player. I think it was Ross. No, was it Ross? It was either Roscoe or Blaine Havanier that was calling that, and they said that she's hitting it harder than all the dudes on the court. I mean, she was great. So that's a big win. It was 22-20.
Yep.
It's a big win for the Fives. Now, the Fives then turn around and they play a Dream Breaker tonight, actually, just the last match of the day against the Shock. And they actually lose 21-12 in the Dream Breaker. And Will Howells, again, struggled a little bit. He ended up playing Hayden. He struggled a little bit in that one. Gabe, was it Gabe? Wait, did Gabe play? I can't remember. No way. I don't know. I can't remember who played who. But in that one, Kate Fahey played against AL, and in one rotation, she went 4-0 on her.
Was she screaming?
Oh, yeah, she's screaming. But here's the craziest thing, Tyler. They were down 2-8, the women. Kate and Anna were down 2-8, and there was a missed dink. She walked to the net, and she let out like a lion's roar, like it was freaking Simba on the mountaintop, being held up by the monkey, just like screaming at the top of her lungs.
I mean, we've talked about this countless times, but I think in the beginning, people gave them the benefit of the doubt. But I think a lot of people that I'm seeing are really starting to get annoyed with it. With the screaming.
Jared Paul from the kitchen called it out. There's about 10 posts on Facebook calling it out. I actually talked to Kate in St. Louis, and I said, look, I don't hate I'd rather have you be passionate than not. But that was wild. Like, I mean, you're getting just trashed.
It's wild. It's wild.
It's one thing to turn to your partner and yell and say, come on. It's another thing to walk up to the net and scream when you're down 8-2.
Yeah.
That was insane. But I think she needs that. That's just who she is and whatever. Like, but that was nuts. So anyways, New Jersey ends up losing 21-12 to the Shock in that Dream Breaker.
Okay.
Those are kind of the big matches. I think we do need to talk about maybe the greatest women's match in the history of MLP.
That was epic.
Jade and Catherine.
Mad Drops versus
Shock. Jade and Catherine against AB and Kate. It went 16-14. But it wasn't just 16-14. It was every rally.
Both teams had game points.
Game point, multiple, yes. And every rally was insane. At 4-4, it's 4-4. And because every rally is 30, 40 shots, and it's defense and digging and digging and digging. Freaking AB was like, I was gassed. And it was 4-4. And it ended up going 16-14.
Yeah.
It was incredible. But one thing I want to point out in that
they all stand 5 feet off the line?
Well, yes. They all stand 5 feet off the line.
Stand 5 feet off the line and just rip balls.
And they just literally like a drill session, speed ups from 5 feet off the line, mid-court attacks over and over. Also, all 4 of them dink incredible.
Yeah.
Kate actually was getting blown up at the beginning, and then she like locked in and was probably the MVP at the end. But Catherine was missing. She missed a bunch of backhand dinks. So she starts circling everything. Like Jack Sock style.
Does she do the Cobra?
She did.
Really? Cobra?
Not the Cobra.
Okay.
She was like doing like the full
the
full wind up on the circle to hit her forehand dink.
Yeah.
And she was circling every single dink. And then Jade's having to obviously cover. But she kind of had him on a string a little bit, hitting that forehand dink over and over again. I mean, it was just an insane match. Like if you watch one match from the weekend, go watch that. I got this message from somebody that I actually totally agree with. They said that if Jade was boisterous, or if she was, if she was loud, if she, even talked at all, because
she should just go full on Kate.
Well, like she doesn't even talk, right? I mean, she just does her thing. I didn't even think she celebrates. Mm-hmm. But if Jade did any of those things, like she had like, you know, and this is just not her personality, but if she was screaming and doing those things, she would be like people would realize she'd be a massive star.
Yeah.
Right?
The results are top 10.
Yeah. And I think that she'd be a big star. I think Jackie's the same way, but I think that she would because, you know, those are the people that like you start talking about, right? Mm-hmm. You could say whatever you want about Kate, but Kate gets clicks. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like J-Dub, right? We all kind of fell asleep on J-Dub, and even
until he lets out his roar.
I mean, the dude went 12th in MLP.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he did.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, I think that we all kind of just forget how good he is.
Yeah, I mean, at that time, he wasn't having the most success.
No, but he's not loud. He's not obnoxious. Yeah. He's not annoying. But yeah, I mean, look, Dallas, they slayed it. I mean, the whole tournament was insane. So
what are your thoughts on marching band, drum line?
I had a little secondhand embarrassment from the drum line.
Thank you.
A little too much for me.
Thank you.
The drum line, I didn't get it.
Jerseys.
The gold jersey. I mean, we're doing the most. They're trying to do the most. They're going all out. I get it. We had the freaking gold, 140 karat gold paddle necklace. But I do want to talk to you about something because you sent out a tweet. Okay. So we have the Phoenix Flames there, mm-hmm. right? And Brant,
my guy.
He's done the clipboard all year,
which is hilarious.
He's done the whistle, mm-hmm. which is annoying as hell.
I think it's funny.
But then he wore a shirt that said Dallas Trash.
Dallas Trash, yeah.
Yeah, so he took out the FL, he put a TR on it, and he wore that. Do you think that's appropriate for a coach or a member of an organization that's not a player to do that? And it sounds like you don't.
I've said this for the longest time.
So I'm curious.
And you're going to get annoyed with my answer, but I always say, what is pickleball? What is MLP? What lane do they want to go down? Do they want it to be entertainment? Do they want it to be like WWE? Do they want it to be all this boisterous, this energetic, this crazy trash talking stuff? If so, then sure, that's totally allowed. Well, go for it.
I think that they want it to be, they want it to be loud. Like, look, this is happening with every single sport. Every sport is going this direction, right? Like live golf is golf, but louder. That was their freaking.
But didn't they cave?
No, they're still there.
Oh, they're still going?
Yeah, they're still going. Their Live Golf's commissioner mm-hmm. said they 10x their sponsorship earnings year over year.
Gotcha.
Tennis.
I think they just need to pick a lane and decide what it is and then go with that. Because right now I feel like you have teams that are kind of doing that, and then you have other teams that are spending insane amounts of money. They're taking it very serious, and it's just having all those same people in the same.
But even the teams that are spending a lot of money and taking it serious are also being loud.
They are. I don't have an
issue
issue with being loud, but it's when you're doing this trash talking, when you're doing these antics, when you're pulling in these random tricks. I don't think that's appropriate.
Yeah, but
especially as an employee, as a GM or a coach. If he was just on the side as a spectator fan, go for it. Do all you want.
But I think that that's what MLP is. I think that
have the coaches.
Look at we just talked about. Look at the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah, I mean that's totally different. They're in a separate league. Create a separate league for that.
It is, but what I'm saying is like people want to see that. They want to add that touch of entertainment. If they want to just see 4 players play on the court and then we golf clap at the end, that's the PPA. We have the PPA for that.
I think there's a line.
I don't disagree that there's a line in terms of like a GM or whoever you are, mm-hmm. right? Because I've always said this, like I'm not a player, you're not a player. Like let the players play.
Yeah.
But I do think that like the music, the drum line was dumb. Don't get it twisted. But I like the idea of doing something. I like that they shut off the lights and they have smoke and fire and all these things for Sunday night pickleball, right? Mm-hmm. I like that there's different jerseys. The gold was stupid. But you should do silver jerseys to match your hair. But I like that they're trying. Okay. I like that the fans are loud. I do like when the players turn and pump up. That stuff is good because that's
fine.
That separates MLP.
Well, people do that in PPA,
but it's different. MLP just has a different energy.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
with that being
I still
said,
stand with my position on it.
But that's who they are. Like it's not about MLP needs to decide. They decided.
I don't think they have.
I think they decided. Like they're
not. Then they should lean into it.
Yeah,
then they should
well,
lean
that's
into
fine.
it. And what you
But I
talked
think they
about,
are.
what you talked about last time, as saying they shouldn't show the replay of Hayden bagging Augie. Replay that 1,000 times.
Well,
Blast
I think that's a little bit different, right? Because
the fans love that.
But one's an intent to injure. Are you trying to injure somebody? We're not trying to get
It's
people
energetic.
to fight.
People love that. Oh, dude, if a fight broke out, do you know how insane that would be?
When's the last time a player ran out PPA with fire and smoke and?
They did it at the Fountain Blue for sure. I think they do it at a lot of the PPAs.
But that's what I'm saying. It's entertainment. You have to add that entertainment. And I get somebody was saying it's becoming WWE, right? Well, WWE, I agree with that, and you don't want that because WWE is fake.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm a traditionalist. I'm a purist. And the thing that bothers me is everyone says, oh, we need to find new ways to bring in new fans or whatever.
Yeah.
I think pickleball is great as is. I think they just need to showcase it in a different light. They need to show these players their stories, everything like that. I mean, tennis is somewhat boring, but it's still way more popular than pickleball. Go to a Grand Slam, look at the stadiums there.
Sure. But pickleball needs to do something different. Like NBA was losing viewers, and then they let House of Highlights come in and
yeah, I don't know. I'm indifferent. I mean, not indifferent. I have my own way, but I don't care what it is. I just want them to say, hey, we're for this, or this is totally allowed, or say, hey, this isn't allowed. Because right now, they've never come out and said, hey, this is unacceptable, or this is acceptable.
I was told that one of the things they said is that you can't take
if they're wanting it to be more
shots.
entertaining, then like you said, yeah, come out with different jerseys, come out with clown faces, come out with.
They've actually asked every team to have a unique jersey for if they're on Saturday Night Pickleball.
Interesting.
Like
yeah,
a
I mean,
specific
you could do
unique
some
jersey.
crazy stuff. Get
It's
LEDs
tough for
on
you guys because you guys have black and white.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they've asked every team to have a unique jersey. So I think they're trying, and they're trying to make it entertaining. Now look, there is always going to be a line, right? Like when
you start letting it slide a little bit, then it becomes a very slippery slope.
Well, I think personal attacks is tough.
Yeah, but if
Especially
you're wanting
coming
it to
from a
be
GM.
energetic, I mean, you're starting to draw these lines when it's already a slippery slope.
Well, there should be lines drawn. There's lines in everything.
Yeah, but they're much harder to enforce when you're creating this type of environment already.
A rowdy, loud
environment, yes, for sure. Saying, oh, you can't say that, but you can say this.
Well, yeah, I think that it's the same thing. Like you can't say, if you say high school football is really loud and rowdy, but if you say the N-word, whether you're black, white, purple, or yellow, you're automatically kicked out. There's got to be lines.
Yeah.
Right? And
for sure, but there's different things you could say that are very close to that.
I understand, but I'm just saying that that's a line that they drew. That's in the rule book.
Okay.
Like there's been players that have been kicked out of a game because a ref hears it. In the NFL, right? There's certain things that you can't say.
Yeah, I mean, there's one or two hard rules.
Yeah. And
what would those be for pickleball?
Well, I think that I just think that you gotta, maybe if it's a personal attack, right? I think coming onto another player's bench. I think when AL came onto the other player's bench.
Oh, that's energetic.
It's not, you can be energetic. I think that you're barking up the wrong tree here. You can be energetic. If you wanted to be boring, that's fine. You want to be a traditionalist, that's fine. That's okay. And then nobody's going to watch, and then you're going to be poor in 3 years because PPA is going to fold. Because nobody gives a shit if it's boring. And it's the same. The complaint was Ben Johns in the finals over and over and over. Ben and J-Dub, here's 134 dinks. Everybody watch over and over. And yes, there is a handful of people that love that. Mm-hmm. And those guys absolutely love it. And look, I like it. I watch it. I enjoy the strategy of it, the cat and mouse, right? But there's also majority of people that want to be entertained. And if you're not a pickleball diehard, that is not entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say because MLP is a different product than PPA. But if you look at the ticket sales, PPA smashes MLP. And so to say it's not entertaining.
Why? You think that PPA would smash MLP from this weekend?
Yeah, normal MLP or PPA tournament for sure.
No way.
How many ticket sales did they have?
I don't know. I'll find out. But I guarantee you this PICKLR universe was...
2,000 to 3,000 or so?
I bet it's more than... If you go from a Thursday to a Sunday... Now, you got to remember, PPA also is running amateur tournaments.
I know, and that's why I said it's a little bit tricky to say because a lot of those...
I think if you went
But look at San Clemente.
Yeah, but I think if you went championship court to championship
World's
court,
Pickleball last year at Brookhaven, I mean, that stadium is massive.
Yeah, but they're running 1,000 2,000. How many amateurs? There's 3,500 amateurs there.
Yes, I agree. Not playing at that same
But it would,
time.
yes, it's hard to quantify it because now look, MLP is crashed and they have burned trying to run amateur tournaments alongside of it. For whatever reason, they cannot run amateur tournaments.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, this is a great debate, great topic. Obviously,
Besides,
a lot of
dude, who else are the juniors going to look up to?
Oh my gosh, just send them all to Daytona.
Maybe all the juniors should freaking have to babysit.
You heard from a person that was playing in the juniors over there how ruthless some of the cheering is.
It's wild. And what's crazy is it was the son of an MLP owner. The son of an MLP owner was a dickhead.
Oh my gosh.
I won't say who, but get your kids in check. If your kid played over the weekend, get his ass in check because he's a clown.
Okay, any other highlights? So we wanted to talk about the Ranchers.
Yeah, I want to talk about the Ranchers. So look.
Real quick, let's give a big shout out to our next sponsor, which is
Yes.
Vulcan Pickleball. They use the Vulcan ball, right?
They did.
They did. The V Pro Flight, which is
It
a
is the
sponsor
official ball
of the
of
KOTC podcast. We also have the stand for it.
Yeah.
The official ball.
The official
of pickleball.
ball. Speaking of, Dallas native made that for us.
Exactly. Shadow Blaze.
Yeah. So, MLP, the official ball of pickleball, Vulcan V Pro Flight. It's a great ball. It's an incredible ball.
Yeah.
Look, the color is amazing. It can be used in all conditions, indoor, outdoor, right? Hot, cold. Check it out. You can go to vulcansportinggoods.com.
Use code KOTC.
Use code KOTC. There actually is insane deals on this ball right now. Everyone, I'm just going to be very honest. Remember when it came out and they were like $4 a ball? That's out of control. And then like the Gen 1 was kind of trash and they had to revamp it. So what they did is they went right back to the drawing board. They completely revamped it. This is a brand new ball. This has nothing to do with the original ball. Literally not even the same ball. And the cost of it is less than half.
Less than it started with, yeah.
Almost half. So go check it out. Vulcan V Pro Flight. Yeah, official ball of pickleball.
Thank you for the support, Vulcan.
Yes. All right.
And myself might be using something new
Yes.
in the next week or two.
Yes.
Maybe. Knock on wood.
I mean, it is Sunday, July 27th. Knock on wood that we get good news tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. So, Ranchers, because I think this goes, the fives are similar to this too. So the fives went out and they traded for No Way Cliff. Okay. No way, not no way, no way. Okay. They went and traded for No Way Cliff and then they benched their captain, right? These hoes ain't loyal. Okay. So that's a song, by the way. So they went and they benched their captain, Zane. They started No Way. Earlier in the year, they decided to start Mari. They went and traded for Mari, and they started Mari over Megan Dazan, and they lost.
Real quick. Who's calling the shots? Lee Waters or Harwood?
100% Lee Waters. Lee Waters is making every call. So it's my opinion, I think. So they started Mari, and they ended up losing. Megan looked pissed, right? I don't know if she was. I'm just saying that she looked pissed. Maybe she just has RBF. I don't know. But they ended up losing that match. So now they go out and they drop or they bench Zane and they start No Way. And their men's, I think they probably, I don't even know what the record was, but I know they lost a couple, and then I don't feel like No Way was incredible in Dream Breakers. Not that he wasn't fine. I actually think a Dream Breaker, you might be better off with freaking Zane and No Way over Will if you could sub it. But with that being said, they made a bold move. They also started Mari again in another match this weekend. Now, I think it was against like New York or SoCal where they felt like they were going to win either way. But they did also play her in another match. Megan Dazan, let me just be honest, is playing incredible pickleball right now. Megan Dazan is playing as what the best pickleball of her career. You and I have known Megan for a long time. She is, I mean, look, playing next to AL it's what's the word? It's stressful, but also probably easy.
It's easy, but also difficult. Yeah.
Also difficult because you're getting every ball.
Yeah.
But you're also playing against the best player in the world. We're playing with the best player in the world. So it's like probably both, but there is stress there because we've always said this. If you lose, it's on you. If you win, it's because of her. But Megan is playing insane, but she's also playing very, very well in mixed. So, I mean, she's playing, and she played good in the Dream Breaker.
Yeah.
But they've just been kind of messing and tinkering with their lineup, and it cost them a match at BCO. It didn't really cost them anything this weekend, but it's interesting to take a winning team and mess with the lineup. So the Ranchers did the exact same thing. Ranchers decided, hey, we're sitting in 4th, 5th, 6th place. We don't think we can beat the top 3 teams. So we're going to go and we're going to trade Etta, who's arguably top 5 to 7 female in the world.
Top
definitely
10,
top 10.
Yep.
And we're going to go get Caitlin Christian. Caitlin Christian is 20 to 25, I would probably say.
In doubles.
Yep. But she's top 5 in singles.
Yep.
So their idea was we're going to push for Dream Breakers. We have Christian Alshon, who we think is, my bad. I called him the best mixed player in the world, and Ben basically shoved that right up my you-know-what this weekend, trying to show me how good he was, and Christian honestly melted down. So they were like, we can win both of our matches with Christian, and then we'll get to Dream Breaker. Nobody's going to beat us. So they had her for BCO, then they had her for 5 matches this weekend. They've yet to get to a Dream Breaker. I believe they're 2-5, something like that at this point. Oh, they finished 4th at BCO, actually.
They didn't get to any Dream Breakers?
They have not been to a single Dream Breaker since they've started this lineup.
Yeah.
And they've lost to every single top team 3-1 or 4-0. So any team ahead of them in the standings, they've lost to. They haven't beat.
Okay.
They beat the SoCals and they beat the Hustlers. So Christian, I mean, he looks what's the word? Disengaged. He looks uninterested. He is not playing well right now.
And this is a team that I thought at the beginning of the season that they could be a top 4 team.
Remember when Jared Paul said that they were the worst team and they gave him a D-? He gave him a worse than you guys after the 2023 draft.
Yeah.
He said there's no way Christian can't carry a team, blah, blah, blah. And they did really well, right? They ended up playing well. But now he's starting to look more right. And, yeah, it hasn't paid off. And I think that it reminds me a little bit of Riley Newman dropping Matt Wright, where Riley's like, I can't beat Ben. So even though
you're talking about the team decision.
The team decision, right? Riley was like, I can't beat Ben, but I do have 27 straight medals. But you know what? I really want to beat Ben. So he drops Matt Wright and then stops medaling.
Yep.
So the Ranchers were like, hey, we're a top 3, 4, 5 team, but we can't beat the 5s. We can't beat the Shock. We can't beat Dallas, how we're currently built. So we got to take a swing.
See, I think a lot of teams and players do this with partners and teams.
Yep.
And I feel like it's almost always the wrong decision.
Yeah.
Rarely do these teams hit a strike or hit a home run with it.
Yeah. I feel like instead I think truthfully you're better off
just building with them.
Yes.
Studying film,
and
working on something.
Yes. And on any given day, thinking we can beat them on any given day.
Yeah.
Right? Like Etta had to, you literally blew up an entire team, a top 4 team, over 8 Dream Breaker points.
And maybe, who knows? Maybe there was more to it. Maybe there was stuff going on in the background that we don't know about.
Maybe, but look at this. If Caitlin Christian goes 6-2 in a Dream Breaker, right? And instead Etta would have gone 2-6.
Yeah.
Okay? You blew up an entire team over 4 Dream Breaker points.
No, what I'm saying is, what if there was stuff going on? What if Etta didn't like the coaching, or
maybe,
didn't whatever it was?
We don't know that. That's true. We don't know that. But on the surface, that's what it looks like.
Yes. Yeah.
And look, if they would have hit it out of the park, I mean, look, they hit it out of the park with the Pablo Kwong thing, right? Ryan slayed that. He was right about that. The Onsens, no way. I think the jury's still out on that. But I think Onsens is pretty good.
Yeah.
Right. And so I don't know if you can say that was a home run, because we don't know how Christian and Noe would have done.
Yeah.
I mean, the 5s thought enough of Noe to bench Zane for him.
Yeah.
So we don't know, and obviously we don't know what the money situation.
We don't know.
We don't know way. There's no way. But this situation, I mean, if they ever actually make it to a Dream Breaker, if she doesn't go 8-0, you choked. You messed up.
Yeah.
Right? Because Etta's not going 0-8. I mean, I guess if you put her up against AL, right? But it was just a very, very interesting thing. And I don't know, it feels like they maybe took a swing and it hasn't worked out for them. Now, look, we still have Salt Lake. They had played the least amount of matches.
Yeah, so they still have, I think, another 5 to 6 matches left.
Yeah, so they still play Salt Lake. But the Christian, I don't know if Christian is upset because of the move, and that's why he's kind of checked out. I don't know if he had a say in the move. I honestly have zero idea about any of this. But he's very checked out right now, and he is not playing well. He's playing like ass. He looks bad. It's got to be frustrating for the team because your plan doesn't work if Christian is not at his best. Mm-hmm. So, and honestly, Caitlin Christian's been fine. Has she been great? No, but she's been fine.
I mean, there's so many different tangents we can go to, but if you're a basketball coach, you bench the player, you have them sit out or do whatever.
Yeah.
In pickleball, as it stands right now, it doesn't matter if Christian plays or not. He gets the same amount of money.
Yeah, for sure.
So what can you do to inspire him?
How do you motivate him?
Exactly.
I don't know. Like, if you bench him, do you think he cares? Like, it's not embarrassing to bench him, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, you start Wyatt Stone over Christian, it's like all you're doing is hurting yourself. I mean, I think Wyatt's a good player, but he's not Christian.
Yep.
But like what? I don't know. I don't know what you do. I don't know how you motivate. I don't know how you. I mean, next year it's possible because it's like, hey, bro, we're playing for $300,000. This year it's like, I honestly don't know what you do or how you get through to that. But Christian just looks like he just looks lost right now. Like the guy looked like the best mixed player in the world. He looked like he was clear top 3 or 4 men's doubles player. And the last 3 tournaments, he's been very, very average.
MLP or PPAs or both?
Well, he hasn't had PPAs in a while, but MLPs for sure.
I would say, I mean, Is
he burned out?
He is still a top player.
No,
and by top, I mean he's a top 5, top 6 player.
Sure.
But I would say the last 5 to 7 months, he hasn't had the same amount of success that he was having.
Does he feel too much pressure? Did that team put too much pressure on him by saying, hey, look, you have to win both of your matches?
Who knows?
Right? I don't know. I mean, Tina and Onsens have actually done pretty good. But their women's team has taken their women's team was competing every single time with every women's team out there, including the Shock, including the Brooklyn, including LA, right? The Fives. And now their women's team just seems like,
hey, ETH is above 3,900. Let's go.
Look at you. You should sell.
Never.
You should pay for that.
Never.
That cast.
Jeez.
Anyways, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We got a long ways to go. Salt Lake this week. You will be there.
I'll be there.
Orlando's there. Miami's there. The Fives will be there. The Clowns are there. I can't remember the rest of.
I don't think we play the Fives though.
Let's look at the.
Yep. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be another indoor tournament. So hopefully it's another good experience like everybody had this last weekend. The format or the setup is going to be a little bit different than last year.
I've been watching the build out. It looks incredible. If you loved PICKLR Universe, I think you'll love this. So definitely show up. Let's see. The Slicer there, the Bouncers, Miami, Orlando. So let's see. Thursday, Tyler, we have Slice versus Ranchers.
Yep.
That'll be interesting because that's a match where can the Ranchers get right against the Slice. Bouncers versus Squeeze, and then Miami versus Slice. So Ignatowicz will be there. So hide your wife, hide your kids. You guys don't actually play until Friday.
No, we play Thursday.
You do?
Yep.
Really?
Go to show all matches.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you play the Ranchers?
Yep.
On Thursday night?
Yeah, 5:30?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5:30.
Okay. That one will be good.
Yeah, we play every day.
We're
the home team, so Pardo's put a lot of money into the renovations here, and I think we're going to have a lot of good Utah support.
Yeah.
Is something funny?
No, I agree with you 100%. We actually also play Thursday at 12:45 against the Smash.
Nice.
So hopefully Martin, the debut of Martin. All right, so Friday, Ranchers play Miami. You guys play the Slice. Ranchers Orlando is the night game on Friday.
Okay.
That could be decent. Because remember, new look Orlando, Millie. And then the Fives actually don't show up until Saturday.
I don't think they have many matches.
Yeah, I don't think so either. The Fives play the Slice and Miami on Saturday. You guys finish the night against Atlanta. And then Sunday.
Hey, is Todd Fote with Atlanta?
He still is, yeah. They just decided to go with Roddy. Roddy's been playing pretty well.
Gotcha.
So then Fives versus Bouncers. And then we finish with the Squeeze versus the Fives. Dude, I think the Squeeze Millie is better than Samantha Parker. So now you have Millie and Lacey, Dylan and Fed. That could be a good team. You guys added Etta.
Yep.
You get to play Miami, who kind of just dismantled their entire team.
Yeah, I don't know what the thought process was there.
I think it's Yuta, Jay. It's going to be Yuta, Jay. They're not traveling Juan Benitez. Maya Bowie. And Samantha Parker.
Yep.
Is that where Samantha went? Or did she go to Carolina like everybody else?
Is it Ava in Carolina?
Ava is in Carolina. They should play her.
Okay. Also, we got to give a big shout out to our next sponsor.
Oh, Tammy. It'll be Tammy Emmerich and Maya Bowie. That's who went there. Tammy
Holey
did.
Performance. Holey Performance is incredible. They provide all the nutrients for your body. So when you sweat, when you work out, and you lose all these nutrients, it replaces it. Jimmy, tell us a little bit about Holey Performance.
Yeah, so
also, we have it here.
Yes, we have Holey here.
In studio.
In studio, we need electrolytes. Even when you're playing indoor. Even if you have a cast on your hand, your cast starts to sweat.
Yeah.
Starts to drip out. You're losing
So every
vital.
time I go like this,
yes,
a bunch of water falls out.
You're losing vital nutrients out of your body. Holey Performance will help replenish that. Cramping, Tyler? Holey Performance.
And we also have an exclusive, a limited edition flavor called White Gummy. King of the Court has a flavor, White Gummy with Holey Performance. Go check them out at holeyperformance.com and use code
Guys,
KOTC.
Listen,
It tastes like white gummy.
It does. Try it. Trust us. You guys all need to put healthier things in your body. Take it from me. I know clearly the picture perfect health guy over here, right? So put healthy things in your body.
Yep.
And take care of yourself. And I don't know, maybe you're sitting there and you're starving or you're hungry, right? Or you're craving some ice cream. Down some Holey Performance.
Yep.
It's sugar-free, but it'll cure that craving.
It tastes incredible for being sugar-free.
Yes, and you're putting good things in your body. Yeah. So check it out, holeyperformance.com. Also, if you're coming to MLP Salt Lake,
they'll be there.
They will be there. There will be Holey Performance there.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
Jimmy, questions. You ready?
Yeah, I actually have some funny ones.
Okay. Do you want to start?
Yeah, let me start with one, Tyler.
Hold up.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Kate, when you are losing 10-3, please stop yelling. Okay?
Agreed. Let's go.
Christian and Jesse should play together. These are more comments. Should play together. They're both mega downers.
Man, I'm sure you saw the memes of Jesse. She hit like a good shot and her bench went to go high five her and she just totally ignored them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean,
crazy.
They freaking killed Jeannie B for her. Did we just witness the best game, women's doubles, and match of the year, Mad Drops versus Fives?
I think it's got to be up there, yeah.
Well, Mad Drop Shock for women's, and the match of the year, Mad Drops Fives.
Also, one thing to think about is...
2 different matches, by the way.
Had this been rally scoring, I'm assuming these matches would not have been the way they were.
Okay, so I actually want somebody, Maddie Pickles, you have enough time on your hands to do this. I want somebody to go through... And I want them to do in the records and the games won, lost, if it were rally scoring. I would be curious what changes.
What do you mean?
Like you just go through and you score it as rally scoring.
The only issue there is everything changes when you go to a different format. Your whole mindset changes.
No, I understand mindset-wise for sure, but I would just be curious, what would happen. Because just for example, Jade and Hunter led 10-5 or 10-4 today, 10-6, and they lost 12-10. But there was a lot of side outs there, and I'd be curious if they would have held on if it was rally scoring. I don't know, just curious about that.
Okay, anything else?
Hunter wants to be Pete Sampras. He looks awkward. Ben wants to play like it's 2013 pickleball at the net. Hunter can't play with Ben. Howell chirping at the crowd at 6-1, final score 11-6. Slow down, homie. This stuff's just funny to me, honestly, because it's like we all think it, and these guys actually say it, right? And then I think that's all okay.
Okay, somebody said, which we kind of just talked about.
Oh, I have another one. Can I keep going?
Go.
What's up with Alshon? He's got no emotion. He's not playing the last few weeks. Did blank and her mommy break up with him? Does he need a new coach?
No, Lee is fine.
Tyler, who pays for the events? The home team?
Home team's supposed to.
Home team's supposed to. Also, this one's a great one. Okay. This is like a happy-go-lucky one. So I'm just going to say, Kinsey, we're going to reach out to you. Jimmy, I've been a fan of the pod for almost 2 years.
Nice. She wrote in that.
She did?
Yeah.
I'm a student at UGA involved in our collegiate team. I'm passionate about the sport and really want to work in it after I graduate. I'm trying to get an internship with either the PPA or MLP next summer, but I was wondering if you or Tyler could talk about how to get in the industry. Any advice, tips appreciated. First of all, we have a lot of team owners. We have a lot of GMs. We have a lot of PPA.
I thought you were going to take this a different route.
No, I'm going to say we have a lot of PPA players who listen to this pod, as well as PPA execs, I guess, UPA execs. So reach out. Let us get you in touch with Kinsey. She wants to intern. Like, she's freaking a student. She's passionate about pickleball. Like, what's better, right?
Yeah.
So reach out. Let's get her an internship. Should we get Kinsey an internship?
Let's
we can do
it.
that. Do we have enough? Does KOTC have enough power? Do they have enough pull?
Well, I'd like to vet her first.
Well, of course. Well, you can vet her first, but they can vet her. That's not my job.
Well, it is if you're wanting to get her a job.
Let me go to her Instagram. Let me Instagram stalk her. Okay, she looks like a nice, wholesome young lady. I mean, look, if you are a Georgia fan, I hope she doesn't speed. Only a couple people will get that joke. Tyler will not. But yeah, she looks like a nice, wholesome young lady, right? Looks like she enjoys pickleball, the beach. I mean, the SEC's, she's built different if she's going to the SEC. Okay,
we'll do our best. All right, moving on. How have the Flames gone from the team with the best vibes to probably the most toxic team? That needs to be studied. Do you remember when they first started, they were all doing the Flames and everything like that?
Yeah, because guess what? Guess what people don't like? Losing. You can have the vibes all you want, but you're losing. You are losers. Not only that, but Jeannie, you're never going to win with Jeannie. Okay? I think Jeannie is improving, but Jeannie's been playing a lot more tennis and pickleball lately. But you're not going to win with Jeannie. Mm-hmm. Jessie is used to winning, at least doing well. Mm-hmm. She's an OG. She's been playing for a long time. And I think that she struggles with that. Tyson is still a very good player. But I kind of think that Tyson has taken a different approach to this team. Tyson, it seems to me, and I'm not speaking for Tyson, which, by the way, I do have an entire message about his neck tattoos. Are they his kids? Someone said that they think they're his kids.
I'm staying away from that.
No, I'm just saying he got new neck tattoos.
Yes, yeah.
And they're dark.
Yeah.
Darker than dark. And I don't know what they are. I haven't paused this TV and zoomed in, and he also has blocked me on social media, so I can't look. And I don't watch Making McGuffins.
How many players have blocked you on any form of social media?
Only like, I think he's it.
No, you said the Brasha.
Yeah, but she unblocked. We're good.
You're good?
Yeah, Mary and I are tight now. Hi, Mary. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Vinny. All right. So, Tyson, I think that he's taking a different approach. I think that he's just having fun.
Okay.
Right? He's trying. He's not mailing it in. He's not pulling a Ben or a Colin, which, by the way, we got really good Ben today. Ben was phenomenal today. He's not mailing it in, but I think he's taking a different approach. He's like, look, it is what it is, right? I have Jeannie Bouchard. I have Jack Sock. I have, Jesse Irvin. I have a coach over here with a whistle.
Yeah.
Right? He's got a 140 karat gold necklace he was borrowing from somebody. He's got a clipboard with faces and names on it. Like, it is what it is. So he's just having fun with it. And I don't think he's taking it like super serious, win or lose. Mm-hmm. And I think that Jack's kind of the same way, right? Like, Jack said that he wants to take this serious. He said he wants to be the number one singles player in the world. He's got goals. I believe that. He lost some weight. He's got a new girlfriend, fiance, allegedly. I don't know. Someone said she's wearing a ring. I don't know. Not starting rumors. So maybe it's just a different type of ring. But it is on her ring finger, and it is a big diamond. But I'm just saying, and I heard she's 21, by the way. But my point is, to all of that, is I think that the Flames are just taking, I don't think that they're, like, I think that they're following after their coach. They're following after Charles. They're taking on the personality of them, where it's just like, whatever, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But Jesse didn't get the memo. And Jesse's trying to win. And Jesse's trying to still be that stone cold killer. And so it's causing some friction.
Okay.
Like, it wouldn't shock me if there's a text with the team and Jesse's left the group chat and they're like, hey, lighten up, Francis. And Jesse's not having it. Also, Alex Walker has played well, by the way. Not bad. Decent.
Hey,
Shout
Jimmy.
out Greg Dow.
Hey, Jimmy, do the other owners and GMs think Ryan Harwood is as annoying as we do?
Yeah, guaranteed. They all do. No one likes him. Just kidding. I don't know that. I'm not speaking, but he's annoying. He knows he's annoying. I think he tries to be annoying. Maybe off the court, he's a great guy. I've never talked to him off the court.
Are the St. Louis Shock one Kawamoto away from being the best team in MLP?
I think they already are. I
mean, they've lost a couple times.
But if you put Jackie or Jade on that team, they're definitely, I think that they're better just because.
I don't know if you can say they already are because they haven't won any of the tournaments, any of the midseason or end of the year.
They have not, you're right. But they did finish the regular season champions.
Yes, but
so they are number one right now.
Yeah.
But yes, you got to win a championship. Until you beat Dallas, Dallas is the defending champ. But do I think that Jackie or Jade would be an upgrade? Yes, 100%. But do I think...
But it wouldn't be as entertaining. Wouldn't get those screams.
No, and honestly, like Shock and Awe would be super boring, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They're kind of funny. Like, if you really get to know them, they're actually kind of funny. But they're really funny. But I just think that they would, AB and Jackie have played together. They would be great. Obviously, Jade, I think, in mixed. But Dreambreaker, Kate's, I think Kate's better. There'd just be more consistency. But I also think that they're playing well. So, again, it would be like we're trying to be the smartest guy in the room again. So let's overthink this.
Okay, we kind of already answered this, but somebody said, do you think Noe played better than Zane? Bum for Zane, no longer a Fives fan.
I think it was. I actually think if you'd have taken out Noe and put in Zane, it would have been very similar.
Yeah. I think there's areas that Zane would have done better, and then other areas that Noe did better than Zane.
Yeah. I actually think Noe probably played better than Zane in mixed, but then Zane would have in mixed. But I think that Zane would have been better in men's.
Yeah.
And in a Dreambreaker, I've learned in my years of watching pickleball.
It's sixes. It's up in the air.
It's really hard to count out Zane Navratil in an MLP Dreambreaker.
Yeah.
He just elevates his game.
What are the pros and cons of standing on the outside of the court versus your side when you're stacking? So the main thing is if you're struggling getting over, then people will just stand on that far side. Yeah. That's the main thing.
Yeah, just getting caught unwinding.
Yep.
Unwinding the stack. Look, pickleball's changed, and you know this, Tyler. You've been playing for a decade. But the drives with these new paddles and with these, honestly, with tennis players coming, drives are insane. Mm-hmm. It is hard to unwind the stack now. Yep. It's harder serve return being a lefty than it's ever been before.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to unwind it, right? You have to. And so most of the time. So it's definitely harder now at the kitchen line. Obviously, it's good to have the two forehands and everything, but that part of the game, the serve return game, is more difficult than it's ever been with these paddles.
Are there any plans for MLP to reformat next year? This season feels endless. 14 4-0 matches in Texas.
Yeah, of course there will be because that's what MLP does. I don't know, dude. We've got to
see once again. Everyone's dogging on the 4-0 matches. I get it. They're not fun. They're not entertaining. But there's blowouts in every other sport.
Every sport, exactly.
Baseball, basketball. You can't control
and there's bad teams. Yeah. The freaking Colorado Rockies are like 12-70.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's bad teams. The freaking Jazz tanked the entire season this year.
Yeah.
So teams get beat and blown out in every single sport. And guess what? Every sport, it's top heavy.
Yep.
Right? And look, there's 10 teams. We saw the Utah Black Diamonds. Do not sleep on the Utah Black Diamonds.
Yeah.
But we saw them beat the Fives, who were a 3 seed.
And Columbus or Brooklyn.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it.
Yeah.
So it's like the upsets do happen, but yes, there's also 4-0. Look, the bottom of the league is bad. It's just like any other league. There's a bad bottom 4 or 5. There's the middle tier, and then there's the top tier.
Yeah. Will KOTC have any MLP ticket giveaways for New York City? I'm sure we will, but that's still a couple weeks down the road, which is an eternity for us. So stay tuned for that.
We're fly by the seat of our pants, guys.
Seems like Jade is better than CP on Mad Drops.
I don't think CP had her best weekend. Right now, obviously, if you look historically, CP is great. I don't think she had her best weekend. It would be interesting to see Jade play with Ben.
Yeah.
I think that would be very. Now, I don't think that would ever happen. Like, you don't make that trade, and your wife is not the GM and the coach for you to put Jade with Hunter.
Yeah.
But I think, or excuse me, CP with Hunter. But I think that Jade and Ben would do well. Oh, who wouldn't do well with Ben?
Anna Bright. Ooh.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Whoa.
They got to the final, something that I could never do. How does the PPA MLP decide who gets to announce a match? Is it random?
Yeah.
So Dave Fleming, he's the one who
yeah, so Dave Fleming's in
everything.
charge. Dave Fleming, Will Doughton, Mish, and then Drew Felios are kind of the 4 play-by-play main ones.
Since when did Will Doughton become more of an announcer?
Just recently, I think, because Mish went on her honeymoon, and then Dave took some time off.
Because he's the writer.
Yeah, he's the writer for pickleball.com. Yeah. He's young. You know, he's a young kid. I just think that they kind of have slid him in there, and so now there's 4 of them instead of, because it's a lot, dude. It's a grind, right? And it used to be Mish and Dave and Adam Stone. And so they've kind of done a lot of rotating. Like, Adam Stone didn't call anything with Dave this weekend, I don't think.
Well, he was, I mean, when his team is playing, I don't think he does that.
But I've seen him do it. Maybe not. Anyways, it's kind of interesting. I think he's mainly doing PPAs. Maybe that's why. But yeah, they just kind of, and then what happens is those guys will reach out to players or people they know that will be on site, and they have to fill in their co-hosts, so to speak.
Okay, we'll get through just a few more questions. This is a good one. It's from our friend Angel. Oh. He says, if there would have been no merge, which league would have prevailed, PPA or MLP?
So I think that'd be really interesting because, look, PPA had Ben in AL, and they had, but now look, I think initially right off the bat, you'd be like, well, yeah, PPA has Ben in AL, right? They had Lucy and Matt, who were at the peak of their game. They had all these players, right? They had tyler.loong. MLP at the time had more players. They had, 70%, but their players weren't as well known. So the question would have been, could MLP players have survived for the last 2 years while these players like Hayden, like AB, like Kate, like all of these guys grew into who they are right now? Could MLP have survived that? I don't know. And if they did, if all of a sudden Hayden's the best player in MLP, right, and PPA is running simultaneously, are we always questioning if he's that good because he's not playing against Ben?
I'm biased. I would still say PPA, which is one of the reasons I went with them. But my question to you is, so right now, I mean, we're not going to name names, but you could probably guess some of them. But there's a lot of people who signed MLP and who are almost, I don't want to say regretting it, but it seems like they're very fatigued. They're very tired, exhausted of the MLP format. Do you think we would have seen that with a lot of those players?
No, because they wouldn't have been playing a PPA season. It would have been exactly
all. I don't think it's the season. The PPA is the format.
I know, but I don't think they would have been because that's all they're playing, right? If all you were playing the whole year was MLP.
But wouldn't that make you more sick of it even faster if you're already sick of it?
Yes, but what I'm saying is if you're playing, if the season's exactly like it is right now, right? But it's spread out throughout the entire season. You're through the entire year. You're probably not getting burned out. But doing it compressed into 12 weeks after a PPA, I think that's where the burnout comes in. But look, the thing is these are individual. Every player that's playing pickleball, okay, none of them have ever played team sports.
I have.
Okay, but like at a high level.
I've played basketball at a fairly high level.
In college?
No.
High school?
9th grade. Okay, I played with all those guys that went on to play college.
I know, but most players are tennis players.
Yeah.
But you also aren't mailing it in, so you're probably a bad example. But most players are tennis players. Now you're putting them on a team with players they're not choosing.
Yeah.
Because you remember the first MLPs, the first round picked their team.
Yeah.
That was always a thing. I don't know how that happened, but it became this unwritten rule where the first rounders pick their team.
Yeah.
The first time that didn't happen was when Ryan DeWidgeon took Colin Johns over Gabe Tardio when he had J-Dub, and Julie got pissed and kind of all hell broke loose because he took Colin instead of Gabe. But everyone else used to pick their team.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing players be like, yeah, I want to go first round because I want to pick my team. Mm-hmm. But now they're not getting that. Are they having input? Sure. But now you're getting placed on a team and you're an individual player, individual person. You're used to earning your keep as an individual, but now you have to rely on your teammates.
Yeah.
So you can feel like you played well and your other 3 teammates were crap, and it's costing you, money because you're traveling to these events, right? If you're playing in Carolina, you're not getting anything.
Yeah.
It's costing you points in the standings. It's costing you status, so to speak, with your fellow players, because who's going to pair with you in PPA if you're losing every MLP match? Mm-hmm. And it's frustrating. And so I think that is the hardest thing for a lot of these players is MLP sounds like a good idea on the surface, but I don't think they're built to play team sports, and they haven't figured that out yet. Dude, we saw Colin's email.
Yeah.
He complained that Ben didn't get to choose his team. That's not how the best player always plays on the worst team. You go first pick to the worst team. That's how it works. The Cavs were the worst team in the league when they took LeBron.
Unless you're the Mavericks.
Yeah, but the Mavericks still aren't good. Yeah, the lottery helps, right? But like Victor Wembanyama went to the freaking Spurs. They sucked.
Yeah.
Like that's just Tim Duncan, David Robinson. There's a million examples. Shaq went to the Magic, and what did he do? 2 years later, the Magic are in the finals.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. Let's see. Which of the top 6 teams does Utah best match up against?
Columbus, because there's internal strife going on there right now.
With CJ and Andre?
Yeah, CJ and Andre hate each other. By the way, I called them Team Stretch 4. Do you get that?
I don't.
So Stretch 4, like NBA terms, is like, how these power forwards started stepping out and shooting threes?
Yeah.
Started calling them a Stretch 4.
Okay.
So I started calling them Team Stretch 4 because Dave likes to use Team Power Forward for Andre and Christian. I feel like Team Stretch 4 is better. Anyways, I think Columbus, I actually think you guys match up pretty well with Brooklyn. I think Deckel is going to be rusty.
Well, me and Connor beat Riley and Deckel last time we played them, but we lost 1-3 to them.
Yeah. Their women's team is very, very tough. I think Etta and Elise are going to have a tough battle on their hands.
Yeah.
But the thing that I like about you guys is I think you and Connor are very good in a Dream Breaker. I think Elise is actually underrated.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. But I would say Columbus is the number one team. All right,
better question. Which team do we not stack up well against?
I don't think you guys stack up well with any team with Ben Johns.
Okay. I would say the Shock.
Well, yeah, the Shock are tough because, look, you and Connor, I would say more so Connor, no offense, but Connor is not winning a lot of hands battles at the net.
Okay.
But nobody's winning hands battles with Gabe and Hayden either.
Okay.
And then on the women's side, Etta and Elise play a specific style, right? Elise can't bang with AB. And AB and Kate try to hit the ball through you.
Yeah. And
then they're a better Dream Breaker team. But you beat the 5s with Jeannie Arakina. So maybe the answer is the 5s. Who you match up best with.
Yeah.
I also think the Ranchers, we don't know. They're in kind of disarray.
Yep, depends on a couple.
I would love to see you guys pull an upset.
All right, somebody said, why does Tyler not believe in lefty-lefty partnerships? It's not that I don't believe in them. It's just I think lefty-righty is much more favorable for sure.
Yeah, it's more traditional. It's favorable. You're used to it, right? The thing that people don't understand is you're putting a lefty on the left side.
I mean, lefty-lefty is the same thing as righty-righty, and you see it happen all the time.
But how often does a lefty play the left side?
Exactly. Yep.
And so you're putting them on the left side, something that they rarely practice, they don't play, right? And so, yes, it's the same as righty-righty, but...
Okay, somebody, last question we'll get to. They said, what are the 4 or 5 top statistics you would like to see in a pickleball score? Body bags, Ernie's, ATPs,
so
Nasty Nelsons.
I would love to see, this is true, I would love to see distance on a return, like the depth of a return.
Okay.
Because I think that dictates, that could set up the entire point. That dictates a lot, especially in this.
I have an interesting counterpoint to that, but go on.
I think that, in this day and age with paddles, like short return, you're going to get a big drive back at you generally. Mm-hmm. I would love to see, I think unforced errors is massive.
Unforced errors is tricky, though. It has to be a true unforced error rather than a forced error when your partner sets you up or something like that.
And I love Real Clear Stats. I think they do a good job. Nobody's doing what they're doing, but it's also like some of the things when they do like these player impact scores and they're like, well, this is worth.
Yeah.
A lot of it's still subjective.
Very.
Right? I mean, it reminds me of Pro Football Focus. Okay. So they do NFL stats. And they'll give grades to players afterwards, and they'll be like, this player had this grade, and then those grades sometimes won't match up with what the team gives them because they don't know the play. They don't know the play that was called. They don't know exactly the route the receiver is supposed to run. They don't know any of those things, and they're grading it off of, what they think was. And I think sometimes Real Clear Stats will be like, oh, that was caused by this, but they don't understand that, that was a really hard topspin dink, and then maybe they do, but. I
One
agree.
simple stat that I would love to see, and maybe they do this, but what player is hitting the ball? Like how many touches, how many hits is one player getting versus the other? So say I'm hitting the ball 50% or 70% of the time versus 30% with my partner.
That'd be interesting. So give me your stat on returns.
So it does a little bit in my opinion, but I think what is more valuable, more important than the depth of the return is the height of the ball. So whether or not the ball is bouncing up high, I don't care if you hit a short return. If that ball is bouncing low, it's very difficult for them to speed that ball up.
And obviously the location of the return matters too.
So many people, they discuss, you got to hit the return deep. You got to hit the return deep. And that's a good general rule of thumb to tell people. But honestly, I think if you're able to keep that ball down or do something with that ball, maybe make it bounce really high or something like that, I think that's more effective.
Yeah, I can see that. The other thing that a lot of players have now and that Michael Lloyd's is incredible is that drip, that drive drop.
Yeah.
That a lot of players are doing that now. Yeah. And it helps because that ball, it barely clears the net. It dips hard. It's not as hard as the drive.
It's more risky, but it is
more risky. The margin of error is small.
It is very effective when done right.
Yeah, trust me. Our third shot percentage is low, but not low, but lower than most teams.
Okay. Last question. Somebody wrote in.
Just now?
No, it was when we do these questions, you got to click into the box rather than just responding to the story, FYI. All right, somebody said, I've been watching pro pickleball since 2020. I don't remember the younger women players being such yellers when they won a rally. Who is responsible for starting this annoying trend? Kate? Rachel?
Okay, this is funny because the kitchen said Kate screamed the entire women's match while getting smoked. They sent this out on X.
Yeah.
While getting smoked. She's screaming now during the mixed match while making a ton of unforced errors and losing yet again. I don't really get it. Scream at yourself for motivation, but standing at the net screaming in your opponent's face.
I don't know. Everyone knows.
Kate fired back.
Nice. Let's go.
She said, I would urge at the kitchen pickleball to have some more educated takes rather than taking hits at powerful women who proudly wear their emotions on their sleeves and fight for every point. More power to you if you do, regardless of the hate. Now, look, I don't think this has anything to do with women. I don't think it's a shot at powerful women.
I'm going to bring my ethnicity into my answer somehow.
I have already said that I'm fine with the Kate thing. I think that if you're down 2-8, it is wild to stand at the net and scream. But look, if she needs that to fire herself up, I said I'm okay with it. I don't have any issue with it. Fire it up, bring the energy. I don't know who started it. I do feel like it was actually started with Rachel and AB. It felt like that was the catalyst for it. They're pumping themselves up because AB didn't do that, in the past.
Yeah.
Georgia had that weird stint where she was screaming after every point for like 6 months straight. She was screaming. Yeah. AL does kind of scream, but not after every point. And look, obviously, if they're all doing it, it's working because the top players are doing it.
Yeah.
And everybody's different. And everyone has emotion. And I'm fine with the emotion. I'm fine with it. But yes, like if that's what she needs to pump herself up, that's fine. But it is. But you also have to understand.
I think it's so bad.
Well, I think you have to understand that the optics look bad.
I think it looks so bad.
That's because she's a woman. You don't like powerful women.
Hey, I'm half Asian. You can't say that.
Oh, that's true. Because Asians are women? What?
You just can't say that. You're being racist.
I just think the optics, you have to understand if you're going to do that and you get smoked in a match, then it's going to be bad optics. There's repercussions.
Even if you win, I think it looks bad.
It's like the dude that's down 40 points and then he freaking gets some sick fast break dunk and he throws down a windmill, turns to the bench and starts like yelling at the other team's bench like, bro, you're down 40. Yeah. Like,
I mean, we've had some comments that have responded on X and saying this is why MLP will never make it because of these antics, and I don't know if I believe that.
There's a lot of old heads that play pickleball.
Yeah, I mean, these aren't necessarily old people, but it's just I think the optics, it doesn't look good.
Or like, dude, if you're down 10-0 in a baseball game and you hit a home run, a solo home run, and you do some crazy ass bat flip, right, and then you slowly trot around the bases.
For me, it's not even the energy. I love the energy. I love it. I love it. I love it. But when you're directing it at your opponents, when you're trying to taunt them, when you're making fun of them, that to me is where it crosses the line. If you're doing that to your teammates, to the crowd or whatever, go for it. Do whatever you want. But when you're standing there staring down your opponents after hitting one good shot or when they miss a routine dink or something like that, to me that looks really pathetic.
Yeah, that's my issue is there's always
look at Jay DeVilliers, look at Xiaomei. They have a ton of energy, but they rarely taunt their opponents.
Yeah. So let me just be clear with this. I remember playing with a couple people. They live in Utah. They just started playing pickleball, right? This was like 2 or 3 years ago. And they still play a lot, so I won't say their names. But like you would miss a dink and they would like freaking fist pump and cheer, and it was like you guys didn't do anything. No. It's one thing to cheer if you hit a great shot or if you win or if you earn the point, but like I just suck. Yeah. And you're cheering at me missing a dink like you did nothing. I just can't hit the ball over there. I suck. Yeah. Like I should be like yelling at myself for sucking, not you cheering. And I think there's a time and a place. But again, that's what she needs. She's having success. The
energy is good. A little bit interesting, and I could be wrong on this, but it seems like a lot of the guys that used to do this, they've actually toned down, kind of taken a step back, whereas a lot of the females have actually increased it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know. Just a little bit interesting.
I agree.
Anything else, Jimmy?
No.
You excited for this week?
Yeah, I'm pumped, dude. I love Salt Lake, obviously, but I love MLP Salt Lake. It's going to be at the PICKLR. Come out and see us. Come see Tyler and I. The layout looks cool. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah. Anything you're really excited for? Any good matchups?
I'm excited for Martin to make his debut with the Bears.
What are the chances Utah has swag there? Are they giving out shirts?
Yeah, I think you can buy a 6-pack of Hanes tees over at Walmart and just sell them. Right? I actually like that shirt you're wearing. What is that?
Lulu.
Okay. I like it.
Does it make my eyes pop or my hair pop?
Well, your hair, it actually matches your hair kind of in a weird way.
In a weird way, blue with white?
Yeah.
Silver.
Okay. You're like, you're the silver fox now.
Silver fox. I'm trying to wield myself to a win this week.
Let's do it. Get a lot of them.
I think in order for us to clinch the playoffs, we have to win 2 matches.
I think you guys can do it. I think you guys are going to be good. So look, people give Connor Pardo a lot of grief for not spending and all the things. But like you posted the other day, like you literally got to practice with your whole team.
Yeah.
Who else gets to do like on a normal day when there's not an MLP week?
Yeah.
I can't think of another team that gets to do that.
Yep.
So that should help you.
All right. Thanks for your time, Jimmy. We will see you guys next week. Oh, your team, the California Black Bears, they're doing like a clinic or something like that, and we may sit down with all of them in this room and kind of
they're doing a clinic. When is this coming out?
This should be out Tuesday.
So Tuesday, if you guys see this and you're local, you can still sign up. It is Tuesday night.
Should I go down?
Here at the Lehigh PICKLR, yes. Go down.
Go down?
Yes, go down. All right.
Right there?
Bye. This is too long. This is the longest pod ever.